because you ain't good at it. I mean, it's just straight up like that. You don't know what you're talking about, and you're lying to people and tricking folk because you're not good at it. You should be doing
Dang.
other things.
At first I was gonna laugh at that, but then that made more sense as as soon as I laughed at it, I said, he's not lying. Because that is true. There's a lot of folks that have a job. I'm not gonna say their name.
Every time a promotion come out, y'all just running to get to the, just trying to get promoted, just running to get to it. Some of y'all shouldn't even be running for a bus.
I'm,
Shout out to my boy Eric. I told him, I said, Eric, I'm gonna use your piece, man. He said, yeah, go ahead, Willie.
That's smooth. No, that's a smooth change.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, it's like that's how we feel, man. I mean,
I used to work for a lady, and she was she was iffy, but she was cool. And she kind of taught us the ropes about working. Now later on down the road, I ended up working for somebody else. Not going to disclose who or whether or what they were, but working for these people, they didn't deserve the position, okay? And because of their spouse being ill, the position was given to this person, okay? And it was only because of who was around as far as staffing and employment that this person kept their credentials and job. Now, didn't deserve it whatsoever. Okay, in the least.
Did you see the white boy talking about because of DIT? He's scared now that if he get on a plane and see a black pilot, he gonna be like, I don't know, maybe he here because of affirmative action. Well, we've been feeling like that. Don't you know, black folks, when we get on a plane, y'all done told us to be scared of one another, and a brother in the the first thing we do is like we start looking for licenses and stuff, because if a black pilot, you better check his credentials.
Hey, look, if I see the black, hey, what's going on, brother? Hey, how you doing?
Dap him down. Better try to pull out credentials.
You start patting him.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, what's that? Oh no, that's just his wings. Right, okay.
And the thing is, I ain't never really seen but one black commercial pilot.
What? Let me tell you something.
That's all I've ever seen,
Georgia,
man. It's all my flying.
Georgia.
They got him down there.
This brother walked through.
Have to go to Georgia.
Brother walked through clean. Chris had his little joint down.
You know they're gonna be crimp.
Had his little joint down. Had his
throwing gang signs and all that.
Just strolling right. Had the stewardesses on the side.
All three of them.
He got straight to his gate. Boop. Didn't say nothing to the lady. Gave it a nod. Went in there. We seen him on. How y'all doing today? Well, I said, oh. It's a Negro. I said, oh, that's what I'm talking about. Brother, man. He was clean, though. When I say clean, he was crisp. I love it.
And let me just remind people because that clip's been going viral with that guy tomorrow. That's not how I really am. But let me just remind people of something, a little bit of history. The Red Tails, Tuskegee. The whole time, those black pilots were protecting those bombers. They didn't lose not one in the whole time.
It's a movie about that, y'all. Go look at it.
They were the best pilots. And let me tell you a quick story, because I got plenty of them. 1971, I was fortunate enough to be stationed at an air station where we had to work and fly planes. So I got a chance to work on planes, got a chance to fly planes. And let me tell you something, man. The one thing that I remember the white pilot saying, because they thought it was being funny, because it came about as a punishment, is what it was supposed to be, because we wasn't doing what we were supposed to be doing, so they made us fly in the planes we was working on. Let me tell you something.
That's interesting.
They told us, like, on a Friday, the captain called me up. He said, hey, man, he said, now, for some reason, he just talked to me all the time. I guess because I was an advocate. He said, tell your soul brothers that come Monday, all of them gonna have to fly the planes that they've been working on. I'm like, for real? Now this is 1971, so I'm like, yo, groovy, cool, peace and all that nonsense. It's smooth, But really what I was saying, for real, we'll get back to you. So I ran on over like a little bad wolf and tapped on the house and huffed and puffed and told my brother, I said, look here. The captain had already told me come Monday, we're going to fly these planes. And so I said, so it's about 30 of us, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, so it's best for, no, we had 30 planes. It was about 12 of us. But we had 30 planes. They were little T-34s, little planes that you could test. You could push these little things around, like almost like RC
Wait, these
planes.
the ones people used to push with the it's like you connected to the front wheel.
Oh,
you got to push it into the hangers and stuff.
You could do. Oh, yeah, you could do it like that, or you could just take a person, put on that side of the wing, the person on that side of the wing, just push it. And then just like when you want to turn it,
Y'all was flying.
I'm serious, man. And the thing is,
They flying paper planes.
oh man, but you know what, man? Those
That's
things
not fun.
they used before they made them into trainers. They used to actually be fighting planes. They were some little bitty. They were some bad little boys, man. They were 34s. But anyway,
You got some wind come through, throw you off your plane.
listen. Let me tell what my story is.
All right, okay, I'm sorry.
What I'm trying to tell you is the pilots that were all white had all black co-pilots, which was us, to fly because we had got our stuff together because we knew come Monday they came in and sure enough they was like, hey, you flying with Lieutenant so-and-so, you flying with Lieutenant Knuckles,
okay.
you flying with, and that's how they were doing it. So when we got in the plane, you got to put your headset on and everything. And what they did was they would take off, and these pilots would say, okay, once they take off, they say, you got the bird. And they would just take their hands off the stick to see what you would do. I mean, the only thing you could do is go up. I mean, you're already getting ready to take off anyway. So you take off. But what they didn't know is how smooth we were.
Oh, at doing it, okay.
And so when they would say you got the stick and they took the stick, we would be like, just went on up. And then he said, well, wait a minute. He said, bank right. And bank right. So anyway, he came over. He said, he told his other boy, he said, man, these soul brothers can fly.
Mm-hmm.
We just naturally had the rhythm. So
So
all that seeing a black pilot and saying, oh my